All right, good afternoon, everybody. So we are, look at my beautiful plumerias before we start. I'm so excited. Oh, they're so pretty. I just wish one day it wouldn't rain so I can enjoy them without raindrops on them. Not that they're not pretty without it, but anyway. All right, so I can tell you right now is the worst time to mess with your bees because, you know, rain. I think it's stopped raining enough. It's actually a little bit brighter out here. I mean, not as bright as I would like. I'm probably not going to be able to see eggs very well, but I know this one last week appeared to be very full, just not as full as the first swarm. And we're gonna go pop its top too, just because, you know, we're gonna pop tops just to see numbers wise, see if it needs a super. Not that I think it should need a super because it's still building, but we're just gonna pop the tops of the ones with supers just to see how they're doing. We're gonna do this one first, and we're gonna put it from in here to in here. I've got some nice drawn out frames for them, so hopefully they will be good. I'm hoping they're not going to be too grumpy with the rain, but you know, it'll just be my luck. Oh dear, wait a minute. I don't like that. There are absolutely no bees in this hive. What the heck? All right, so it's a good thing. What do I see here? All right, well, it's a good thing I didn't get two things prepped. Why would they leave? Well, all right, that's a little bumming. There's nectar and everything in here. I have no clue why there's no bees in this. That's actually quite bugging. But like, there is absolutely no bees in this. There's an ant. I will have to look at that later. I honestly have no idea why there are no bees in that one. But that actually, you know, kind of makes me feel like I should look up more. Because that was an absconding. Don't know why. Honestly don't. Because there's no bees. There's like 3 dead ones on the bottom. Nectar in the frames. I don't know. Alright, well, that kind of works in our favor because, fun fact, I'm getting a new roof at the end of the month. So that means that hive really should move. This looks like a great spot for it. We were actually just debating which one should have 3 because roofers are gonna throw a bunch of stuff right there. Not because they're sloppy, just because, you know, that's how roof work goes. And also, we haven't been liking how this one is tilting. We also don't like that we don't have anything underneath it. Not that that one has anything underneath it, but it is also higher off the ground, so it's easier to mow than this one. So yeah, that just looks a little leany. So we're gonna move these ladies into that one. Honestly, don't know why that one had an absconding. Yes, absconding. Don't know why. That's actually bothersome. But anyway, so that's good. I honestly was gonna move that one over here and then move that over there, but now I can move it here. So let me get that moved because I honestly was not going to use it for that. I am still bothered. I don't know why. That's actually bothersome. But like I said, it's a good thing because I don't even know why I'm bothering with that now. I can actually just move this whole thing. Hold on. Oh, hold on. You know, there's a few dead bees in there. All those need to go in the freezer because they've got nectar in them. So I'm gonna move this one. Again, I don't know why, but all right. So, hold on, let me put this one's there. Ooh. All right. Well, I guess I don't, one less hive I have to go through. There we go. Normally I recommend opening your hive over by your hive, but I wanted to peek to make sure their numbers looked okay. All right. Hopefully these girls won't be in too much of a grumpy mood, because you know the weather. So I'm not going to be able to see eggs in this light. So all I'm hoping for is to see the queen. Lots of eggs. Okay, we're gonna move that out. Let's put, you know what? Just because this has worked for me in the past. Because sometimes these nukes are really good at hiding their queen. I can tell you I see eggs, so. Oh, there she is. Yep, there was my queen. Is my queen. There's my queen. So she will be happy to box. Very, very happy. We're gonna put her right there. Gonna put this empty frame because that one's all nice and ready for babies. I'm gonna put that one right here. So that's how you really do a nuke. Oh, I feel horrible. The one thing I did not get ready was a lid. So while they are thinking about going down the box, I'm gonna run inside and grab me a jar and a lid. Still baffled by that other one. All right. My nice new lid. I need that other. You shim your hive so that way the water will run off. Could I've gotten that lucky. Haha. All right. All right. Alright, doors on. Alright, so now that we moved a nuke into a full frame, I'm still baffled. I don't understand. So we're just gonna see how busy these ladies look. They may not be up top, and I'm not gonna smoke it. Well, excuse me. Just because I know how grumpy these ladies might get. Couple beetles. They look like they're building it out, at least in the middle here. So, not many full yet, but they're definitely not ready for a super. They haven't quite built them out yet enough for that. So I'm gonna say 2 weeks. We'll see how they're doing in 2 weeks. During the day, they seem really, really busy. So maybe it's the rain, but I should be able to see the fruits of their labor. So, lid, just in case it rains. Bottle. Alright. They're working it. Right now I'm just really monitoring for beetles. I just want to make sure they're doing well. We're not having too many beetles. Alright. Now this one is the one I put in, was one of the swarms that I put into a nuke last week. I need shims. So, note to self. Because I don't want all this water pooling up there. So if I tilt it, but, lots of water. Good news is it's not going through the cracks, I guess. It means we sealed it pretty well. But yeah, we need to reorient. Alright ladies, let's see how nice you're gonna be. Not doing bad. Don't know why you're touching that one. I'm not gonna bother y'all. I'm just seeing numbers, how you're doing. So, you look good. So I can put you back. Didn't see beetles, so that's a good sign. I'm really still bummed about that one. Alright, this one has, I guess we need to look at cleaning some of the, I need shims. That's what I need. Because this is a lot of water pulled. No beetles at first. Ooh, okay. Hold on, I gotta, all right. This one is a quarter of the way full. That's kind of cool. See, I can't see that on the other one. But if these are getting full, I know the others are getting full. But look at that. That's honey. I'm excited. So yeah, if I can see these, I can only assume the other ones are just like that. Just instead of only one-sided, they're two-sided. That's cool. So they still got a lot of work to do. I would say in a couple more weeks, they would probably have it full. That's cool. All right. 2 more weeks for that one. I kind of want to switch out its lid just for an awesome lid. Alright. They're working a little bit. Alright. So 1 beetle, not bad. If anyone's in my neighborhood and you see a beehive, it's probably mine. That's still bugging. I'm gonna be thinking about that all night. Couple beetles, not bad. Not a lot of activity up here, so means I don't need to get them another super. I'm really hoping after the rain my yard picks up, because it's being putsy. But we'll see. Alright, this one had a new queen that I installed, same as the one next door to it. They really don't like this top feeder, apparently. So clearly my queen's over here. I want to see if she's laying, because it's really weird that they're not going back over. Alright, that's a food frame. Oh, and there's my marked queen. Alright. So we're gonna put you right here. There. Alright, so I don't know what's up with them and why they're being that way. But we'll see. Still really bummed about that one. Makes me want to figure out where it went. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up my mess, put some frames in the freezer now. But other than that, I hope everyone has a great rest of their Sunday, and we'll see you probably in 2 weeks. Now that everyone has 10 frames, and it should hopefully, knock on wood, this week pick up because of the rain. We're probably not going to do a video next week, but in 2 weeks we'll do an update. But I hope everyone has a great rest of their Sunday, and I'll talk to y'all later.